I know I guess this has been like 3 days ago, but no, someone brought this up to me in a previous video, and then Freddie Williams III started posting pictures of it, and I just thought it'd be just a fun what if, and I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring. Oh, autofocus, god damn it. I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring as to why this didn't happen, and yes, we are talking about the TMNT He-Man crossover that didn't happen. Now, this was supposed to be this is actually fun, because Freddie Williams III, though I didn't say who was the writer, Freddie Williams III was supposed to be the artist. Now, as you guys know, he's no stranger to crossover, since he had done all three Batman TMNT crossovers, and he did the two He-Man crossovers with Thundercats and Injustice, where actually the Injustice comic was the sequel to that He-Man Thundercats crossover. And right out the gate, the fun thing was that this was supposed to not only be the third sequel to the He-Man crossover trilogy, but it was also supposed to tie in with the Batman TMNT crossover. God damn autofocus, come on. So yeah, I thought that was a really cool like tidbit that this was going to tie in not just that trilogy, but also tie in with the Batman TMNT crossovers. And the fucking autofocus again. Now, this was really cool. Now, it apparently, we're just gonna have to deal with the autofocus, people. I know it's bothersome, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. I don't know what's going on, so we're just gonna have to grin and bear it. Anyway, so the reason why. There's no reason as to why. All that Freddie Williams said in his posts was that this crossover was delayed for 2 years and then inevitably canceled. Now, he hasn't given us a story. What he did say was that we were going to see Skeletor and Shredder team up. And that would have been so cool to see, seeing Skeletor... Now, Mumra and Skeletor working together was cool. And then Skeletor with Shredder would be really awesome to see, like... mutagen versions, like I guarantee you, like they probably talked about like mutagen versions of like Beastman, like mutated version of like Trapjaw and Beastman and Triclops, and Merman. I'm pretty sure that was like the idea they were going for, of like Shredder introducing mutagen and mixing magic with it. There was also artwork of not just the Ninja Turtles wielding versions of the Power Sword and Eternian weapons, but also of Adam with ninja weapons alongside Orko. So, looking at this art from Freddie Williams makes me go, oh, I wish we actually got this. I wish this was an actual thing. Like, all the things we could have seen with this crossover, like Bebop and Rocksteady fighting, using, like, Eternian weapons, or Shredder fighting Skeletor, or Shredder, like, I could actually see Shredder, like, getting the drop on He-Man. You may be thinking, oh, but He-Man can fight Superman, how would Shredder? Because He-Man's always been, like, never been the guy about stealth, so I could see him actually having trouble with Shredder at first, or even all the Turtles, because, yeah, he's never, like, they're gonna, like, attack him, in a calculated manner. Obviously Adam would beat them in the, like, he would easily turn the tables, but that initial, like, get the drop on you moment would be like, holy crap, I didn't expect that. Yeah, that would have been really cool, and also the banter between Shredder and Skeletor would have been just insanely fun. And also, like I said, the Ninja Turtles with Eternian weapons would have been awesome, especially like one with Leonardo looking like he has the Sword of Grayskull. That would have been great. And it does make me wonder, because Freddie Williams didn't say as to why the crossover got postponed twice and then inevitably got canceled. But I am going to throw my hat in the ring as to why I think that is. Now, you may be thinking, oh, well, DC and IDW couldn't come to an agreement. To which I say no. That's probably not what happened. Remember, DC and IDW had a very fruitful partnership with the Batman TMNT crossover trilogy and the movie. So, I don't think that was the case. I don't think DC and IDW were having trouble. Now, yes, this isn't the only DC IDW crossover that had been canceled. Of course, we had the wish we would have gotten Justice League Transformers crossover that got canceled because right around that time, New 52 happened, And yeah, which is weird to me because at the time we had, at the same time when the New 52 was coming out, we had the Legion of Superheroes crossing over with Star Trek, and the Legion of Superheroes were kind of up in the air, but that's neither here nor there. So I don't, but again, I don't think it was DC and IDW because they've been really working close together. Now, you may be thinking, well, who else is there? I'll tell you who I think the real culprits are. I think it was Hasbro and Mattel. I honestly believe that Hasbro and Mattel were the reasons as to why, because they are competitive toy companies, and as we know, Hasbro does have a major say with the toys, and Nickelodeon. Don't forget, also Nickelodeon owns the rights to the Turtles, so Nickelodeon and maybe Hasbro as well probably couldn't negotiate with Mattel. And because remember, these companies do have a say in these comics as well, to some extent. So I think it was probably more Nickelodeon than Hasbro, but it was probably Nickelodeon and Mattel just couldn't get into a proper deal. So I think it was Nickelodeon who delayed it and then inevitably forced it to get canceled alongside their no one could reach a deal. That's why it took so long with the Star Trek Doctor Who crossover, and why it nearly got canceled multiple times before they found a right story for Paramount. And because here's the reason: Paramount and BBC could not reach a deal for ages until there had been so many other crossovers that they had wanted to do with Star Trek and Doctor Who, but they couldn't get any leeway without, BBC and Paramount being, on the same page. So that's probably what happened. I really do think the blame is on Nickelodeon and Mattel for not getting their shit together. But who knows, really? At the end of the day, who really knows? I would have loved to have seen this, not just on the grounds of how cool is it that this was a literal 80s. We had the He-Man Thundercats crossover, which was just total 80s nostalgia. And then we have literally the other big 80s cartoon, TMNT meeting He-Man. The only thing that would have been better is if the next crossover was He-Man Transformers, which, again, I don't know if we'll ever get that because then Hasbro and Mattel are really not going to play nice. But yeah. Also, I don't know where the He-Man rights are because they keep saying DC owns them, but at the same time, Dark Horse is doing the He-Man Revelations comics. So I don't know who owns what right now with He-Man. I don't even think He-Man knows who owns what. Anyway, so yeah, it sucks. Yeah, because I would have loved to not only see that, but also have it tie in with the Thunder. We'd have a universe where Injustice and Thundercats exist in the same universe with He-Man, and also the Ninja Turtles, barring how they got there, but also tie into the Batman Ninja Turtles crossovers would have been really epic. But anyway, it's just the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes companies just can't play nice. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of the He-Man Ninja Turtles crossover that we never got? What would we like to have seen with it? Who do you think is to blame here? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.